During the entire workout, these two words popped in my mind: lock in. Those were the only things popping in my mind: lock in. I want to share a story with you from the book Think and Grow Rich, where this commander of an army, him and his soldiers were going to an island where their enemies were. And when the soldiers looked back at their ships after they arrived on the island, they realized that the ships were up in flames. And the commander of the army had set all the ships on fire. And he told them that we have came here and you guys see those ships going up in flames. You know what I mean? It's either we win or we go back in body bags, basically. Meaning that they're not going to be alive if they do not win. So what I'm saying is we only have what, 7 months left in this year. Lock in. In 2022, when I lost my brother, I took a break from social media for about a few months. And I told myself that I was going to lock in because at that time I was employed somewhere where I feel like it wasn't as favorable for me anymore. I felt like I needed to grow. And in March of 2023, I told myself that I am going to lock in. Today, I am working somewhere completely different. And it's basically a level up from where I was previously. And it's because of God's help and strength, but it's also because I applied myself and I decided to lock in. I decided on locking in on my skills, perfecting the skills I had. I decided to read books. And also too, when you read books, don't only just read a book to say that you gain that knowledge. What I did was I continually read one book until I was able to apply that knowledge from that book in my life. It's good to read books. I'm not saying nothing is wrong with reading, different books. However, if you're going to read a book, at least apply some of the knowledge that you've read from that book into your life. Whether that's your professional life, whether that's your personal life, do that. But for these next few months, lock in. You would be amazed at how your life can completely change once you lock in. Block out the noise. Block out anybody else. Block out anybody who is not in alignment with your vision. Block out anybody and anything that is not in alignment with your vision. Sometimes you could have good distractions and you could also have bad distractions. I'm not saying that you cut everything off. You cut off some of the fun things that you do, but minimize it. Because if you're deciding that you want next year to be different from today, you have to lock in. You gotta lock in. And even the story that I shared with you about the commander who set the ships up in flames, there also is another reason why I think he did that is because sometimes we are so quick to retreat. We are so quick to go back to something that we're familiar to. So he set the ships on fire to tell them that we're not leaving any room for you to talk about you want to retreat. Stop leaving room. Stop leaving room for you to go back to your old habits, to go back to your old ways. Stop leaving the room. Stop leaving the door open. When you close those things, when you get rid of those things, you have no other choice but to move forward. You have no other choice. And I can even share with you the story of the children of Israel, where God took them out of Egypt. He brought them out of Egypt. And now he brought them to the Red Sea. At that point, they couldn't retreat. You know why? Because the Egyptians were on their back. Sometimes you need something on your back, and it needs to be where there's no room for you to retreat, for you to move forward, for you to become better, for you to level up. Sometimes it needs to be where you cannot retreat. And the children of Israel had no choice but at least Moses. Moses had to consult God, and he had to ask God, what is the next step moving forward? Because he saw no way of moving forward. And sometimes even when you don't see no way of moving forward, there is a way. There is a way. If you believe in God, if you believe in the Almighty God, the creator of the universe, everybody don't believe in him, but that's my belief. If you believe in God and you believe that He's a way maker, that He will make streams in the desert, that even, listen, the story with the children of Israel is so amazing because it makes you realize that God is literally the being that will make a way out of no way. That God will literally show you the way when you can't see a way. And all it took was Moses raising up the rod. But I don't want to get sidetracked. I just want to tell you to say at this, what today is, the 21st, the 20th? Today is the 21st. Either 20th or 21st. I don't really get be caught up in the date. Sorry, y'all. But lock in. Lock in. Stop leaving room for retreat. Do what you said that you're going to do. You don't have a discipline problem. You have a problem that you keep leaving room for you to go back. That's the problem. You don't have a problem with discipline. You keep leaving room for you to retreat. Oh, I could do it this next day. Oh, I could do it when I get the time. What if you never get the time? No time is ever right. So you need to decide what you're going to do. You need to decide. And I don't want to come off today like I'm some drill sergeant. But sometimes in these videos, not only do I be talking to you guys, but I be talking to myself. Because sometimes I also need that motivation and I also need that push for me to realize that I cannot retreat. So what are you going to do today? What are you going to do today? Are you going to lock in? Or are you going to stay the same? So when next year God's willing comes, you're still in the same position and you're still unhappy. Listen, I tell people I would rather be uncomfortable moving forward than staying somewhere and being unhappy. Catch that? I would rather be uncomfortable moving forward than staying somewhere and being unhappy. So, happy holidays. I know this is a holiday for everybody in the Bahamas with Monday. Enjoy your day. But remember to lock in for these next few months.